What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a special live edition of the STS Guys. I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we are here to bring you a very special video. A couple days late, we actually wanted to film this over the weekend, but I think we were both like super dead tired just from a crazy weekend.
Yeah. And Scott took home most of my stuff, so.
And Scott took home most of Larry's stuff.
Shout out to Scott for helping me, because otherwise there's no way I could have fit it all on the plane. Hey, Scott's in the chat. What up, Scott?
What up, Scott? Well, Larry, what do we have today? I said, what do we have today for our audience?
Well, this is our second annual post Funko Fundays Box of Fun live stream unboxing. So we've got boxes of fun, which are more like, what would you call this thing? Like a tiki? I don't know.
Tiki,
it's like
a tiki cylinder of fun.
Cylinder of fun, which are ginormous, right? It's not your typical box of fun. That's why it wouldn't fit in my suitcase.
Well, like I said, you had an awesome video. Like I said, also congrats on getting the glow rat fink in the Toy Doke box.
Yes. Did you get yours yet?
Mine will be here on Friday, so
okay, cool.
I'm hoping for that glow. But regardless, like I said, it's got Peter Pez in it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you know how like the post office sends you emails in the morning? They're like, "Hey, you getting this mail delivered today?"
Yeah.
Well, on Monday, I had like a random tracking number, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't need to bother to go to the post office. But then I was checking my email, and I saw your package has been delivered from Toy Tokyo. I'm like, oh. Guess I should have went to the post office yesterday. So we ordered that. Post office. That was Saturday.
I still can't believe how fast.
Or Friday, yeah.
Yep.
And I got it on Monday, so super fast. So everybody always talks bad about Toy Tokyo, but I had absolutely no problems. They were awesome. My pops came perfect. Like Jeremy said, that glow one is cool. If you haven't watched my Toy Tokyo bundle unboxing, it is up on our YouTube channel. So we got some requests for shout outs in the chat. So shout out to Ian Toge Podcast. Shout out to Scott from the STS Guys and Tops Fan. What up, dude? We're here. Yeah, we're early, man. On a Wednesday. We haven't done like a Wednesday stream, and God, it's probably been a year. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I can't even say it's been a week because it hasn't even been a full week yet.
No, true. Oh, and to get this out of the way, it seems like we're most likely going to record the next episode of our podcast on Friday. We'll post up the time on our Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff too. But episode 93 of the STS Guys podcast, STS Guys podcast, our full STCC review. We'll talk fun days. We'll talk signings. We'll talk panels. We'll talk exclusives Friday right here on YouTube.
No, it will literally be a podcast that you do not want to miss. There is so much stuff that happened during that trip. Like I said, it's going to be probably a longer episode. I think, Larry, should we tell them what we're going to do in the chat?
Oh yeah, sure. What are we going to do in the chat?
That that idea you floated by me. I said that you probably forgot.
No, I didn't forget.
Okay.
So
good.
If you come hang out live in the chat on Friday for episode 93, our STS Guys SDCC special, we made enamel pins, which if I was awesome, I'd have one right here, that we gave out as SDCC exclusives. But you know what? We held a couple back, and we're going to play SDCC, Two Truths and a Lie. And each of the STS guys are going to go around and say 3 things that happened at San Diego Comic-Con. If you're able to guess which one is the lie, the first person in the chat is going to win one of those exclusive enamel pins. Limited edition, hand numbered to 100. I was just in a discussion on Twitter talking about our enamel pins with like Real Ben Feldman, Clint, and Manny. So the hype is there. If you weren't in San Diego and weren't able to get one, or even if you were in San Diego, we didn't see you, jump in the chat. You're going to have an opportunity to grab one. If you've been paying attention to our videos, or like our Instagram stories and stuff, like I feel like you're going to be able to nail it and beat out the competition. So maybe do a little research, just like scroll through our Instagram real quick. Nothing crazy, no homework.
No, and I think too, like I said, beyond that, I think what we should do is whoever does that, is our contest still going on then, Larry?
Yeah.
Well, I think what we should also win is maybe that bonus code to get some bonus entries into the giveaway too.
Yeah, that's fair because it ends since we're going live on Friday. The stream ends that night, so I'll have to message everybody the code real quick. But I think you're talking about our Super Mega Stranger Things prize pack giveaway.
Wait, did you say Super Mega Stranger Things prize pack giveaway?
I did say Super Mega Stranger Things prize pack giveaway. If you didn't know, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away 5 Stranger Things pops, a 6th pop signed by Dustin Gaten Matarazzo, and an 8x10 photo signed by Millie Bobby Brown 11. So you're going to get all that stuff plus some other stuff. Go to stsguys.fun. The link is in the notes, and you can enter. Super easy. You just do some actions, and you can enter, and you can win, and somebody's going to get a whole bunch of really cool Stranger Things stuff.
Awesome. Just also want to give a quick shout out to a couple more of the people that joined the chat. We have Root Geek Goodness, welcome to the chat, and we have Jetta Patrol, welcome to the chat.
What's up, Jetta? All right, should we do this? Should we do this unboxing thing?
Go for it. Do
you have yours? I see yours behind you.
So I actually took them out of the of the bin.
They are. I really don't know what to call this thing, but it's awesome.
It's a cylinder of fun.
It's a cylinder of fun. So, all right. So on the back, right, it says Freaky Tiki Fundays, gives a description about Fundays, right? Because we're straight back from Funko Island. It says, come join us on Funko Island for a night of song, dance, and adventure. A bunch of other stuff, right? About winning the quest to get the Golden Freddy idol. And it was tough, but we did get that Golden Freddy idol.
Whoa.
This thing is so massive. I'm going to break something. All right. So got 3 Freddys. The nice thing about these is they fit in Shumi store pop protectors. So you don't have to worry about your pops getting damaged. Yeah, Tiki Totem of Fun. Well done, Tops fan. That's what it is. It's a Tiki Totem. So the first pop I've got, this is a Tiki guy, Spastic Plastic Tiki guy. Ringo, he's pretty awesome. He's got a drum a la Ringo Starr, but he's really cool. I like Spastics. I'm sure if you've seen on like Reddit or Instagram or something, there was a bunch of Tiki guys. There's several versions of Ringo out there. Like there's a purple one. I think there's a glow. And this is the basic number 2, 520. Got that limited Comic-Con sticker on there.
Nice.
Pretty dope. You want me to just run through all 3 of mine?
Go through all 3 of yours, and I'll go through all 3 of mine.
All right. So that is Box of Fun pop number 1. What's up, Nate?
Nate, what's up?
Box of Fun pop number 2. This might be my favorite of the 3. Just kidding. It's absolutely my favorite of the 3. That is Colonel Sanders Freddy Funko.
What?
He is pretty dope. KFC icon, right? Because he's not an ad icon because he's a human being. It's even got the KFC logo on the back. I don't think I noticed that before. That's pretty cool. Oh, because he's got a KFC box or bucket of chicken with the Colonel's head on it too. Like this thing's pretty legit. Limited to 450. It's pretty cool, man.
That's pretty awesome.
All right. So that's my favorite, right? That leaves one more. Equally as cool. It is Black Manta Freddy. Limited 350. So this is the most limited out of the 3 I got. 350 is a pretty small number, right? It's Freddy Funko's Black Manta. Black Manta is the Aquaman villain. It's really cool. Like I really like the silver face on this one. Like I'm not the biggest Aquaman or Black Manta fan, but this is a really cool pop. So I'm super stoked to have this one in my collection. I think you guys know by now, like I'm a sucker for anything Freddy Funko, and this one is pretty rad. So those are my 3. Should I do my bonus one?
Do your bonus. All
right. So I went home with a 4th Freddy from another Box of Fun. Shout out to Ian Doge. This is Ian's actually. So we got C-3PO Freddy too. This one is pretty awesome, right? He'll go great with that Yoda Freddy from last year. This one is limited to 520. It's basically a gold Freddy head on top of a C-3PO body. Anything Star Wars is awesome. Like they've never done this before either, man. Like all these Freddys have the logo on the back. I don't think Black Manta did. Where's Black Manta? There's Black Manta.
He should. Yeah. No,
yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got the Aquaman logo on there too. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, those are the 4 Box of Fun Freddys that I took home from Freaky Tiki Fundays 2019.
Well, I will kind of to mention about the boxes too. Like I said, I think this is also the first time too, because normally they don't need to say like Freddy Funko, and then like you basically it's your best guess at what it is. But typically, you can know what it is.
Yeah.
They actually call them out by name.
Yeah, no,
you're on the boxes too, right?
You're right. Every other one it just says Freddy Funko, so that's a change, which is cool.
All right, so you ready? You ready for mine?
I am ready because I don't even remember what you got.
All right, so
show me.
So I got a Tiki guy as well. But I got the Shaka Raka. So let me try to get the glare off of that guy. Shaka Raka, limited to 520. So a little Tiki guy. Someone asked about the boxes on these too. Like I said, the boxes actually do glow on these, which is actually kind of cool. So even like the non-glow like pops themselves, like I said, the boxes glow that are on the Tiki guys. So that's really kind of cool with that. So really happy to have the Shakaraka. Said limited at a 520. So we are, I said, really like this guy.
All right. Cool. Well, wait. So like I said, there's a bunch of Tiki Freddys, right? Ringo's holding the drum. Shakaraka's got like a surfboard.
Yeah,
like bitten by a shark.
Yeah, he's got a surfboard bitten by a shark. That glare is terrible.
It's pretty cool. It's those Shumi store protectors. They keep your pops safe, but they have horrible glare.
Yeah, so there we go. There's some better thing. I just got to minimize the chat. So yeah, so really like this Tiki guy. I'm really happy to add that one to my collection.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, but I'm gonna go in order of the ones that I think are like the most awesome.
Okay.
All right, so that was number 3 on the list. Number 2. So if you have Black Manta, he has to battle, a hero, right?
He does.
So how about a Freddy Funko as Aquaman, limited to 350?
Sweet. That one's really cool too.
Yeah. No,
if you told me like Aquaman and Black Manta, I probably would be like, meh, whatever. But like seeing both of them, they both turned out really great.
No, they turned out really good. Like I said, both limited to 350. Plus, like I said, like I really like the logos. Like it's such a weird little detail. But I really like the logos.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, so probably my number 1 favorite of the night that was from the Box of Fun was this one I'm about to pull out right here. This is by far, like I said, an awesome looking pop. Like it just, I think fans have been begging for this for years, and it finally happened. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Freddy Funko as Big Boy.
What?
Look at that. Like I said,
it's pretty cool, man.
So the cool thing about this too, it actually utilizes the original Big Boy mold and not the new updated one. So where he's actually holding the hamburger. So I really like that it's the old mold too, just because I said that just makes this pop that much better. Well, then, like I said, on the back too, I said you get that awesome Big Boy logo.
It's pretty cool, man.
So there were some variants to some of these. So there actually is a variant to the red Big Boy. So there actually is a limited to 24 piece blue Big Boy.
So I just remembered something.
What'd you remember?
All right. So in California, after you got that Freddy, the Big Boy Freddy, I'm like, Jeremy, you need a Big Boy wobbler.
What?
So it hasn't shown up yet, but I bought you a Big Boy wobbler.
What?
That I will be sending to you very soon.
That's amazing.
You need a Big Boy wobbler.
I am super excited to have a Big Boy wobbler. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
That's awesome.
Surprise reveal.
Yeah, surprise reveal right here.
We're buying presents. Yeah, dude. I knew you wanted one for a while. Like I got mine right after making fun. But we went to Big Boy together right after making fun. So yeah, I figured the Big Boy Freddy was an excuse to get you that wobbler finally.
No, that's perfect. It'll go perfectly with that wobbler.
It's pretty rad.
But that wasn't all about that night, right?
No, that wasn't.
We had some other stuff that happened too, right?
We did. we got more stuff. Do you have your stuff?
I do have my stuff.
All right, show it.
Do you need to pause and get your stuff? You want me to go first with my stuff?
I don't think I have anything different than what you have because we got the same ones.
Okay. So no different. So let me grab a couple. Let me make sure I grab every single one that we have. I was this, like I said, we got a lot of pops this year at Fundays.
Yeah, dude. Tops fan. How Tops fan says there's a big boy statue at his local bargain shop. Like, dude, how big is it? Like, go buy it. Unless it's like crazy expensive, but like, go buy it.
Yeah, that's awesome. A big boy statue.
Yeah, I think you have to go.
I would literally put that over in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I will find a spot for it. So 2.5 to 3 feet. So like 3 feet tall. Yeah, you should probably go buy that. That sounds amazing.
Buy it. But like I said, if it's not too crazy expensive, buy it. Yeah. Because like I said, for two different reasons. One, it's big boy and it's cool. But two, like I said, that's literally one of those franchises that's such, like I said, an iconic franchise that seems to be almost kind of fading away in some places. So it's one of those things that, like I said, if you could preserve that history and that's amazing.
And it's got that Funko history because the Big Boy Wobbler was the first ever item made. So exactly. It's cool on its own, but then it gets a little extra bump of cool if you like Funko. So yeah, that's awesome, dude. Let me know if you get it. I want to see a picture of it. What's up, Funko Nerd? Welcome to the stream.
All right.
Oh, and Russ. What's up, Russ?
What's up, Russ?
What else you got, Jeremy?
All right. So besides the box, so the box fun, like I said, so if you've never been to Fundays before, like I said, literally the very first thing you do. So I'm gonna kind of go in order of the night. So the very first thing you do is you pick up your bag. And then so they give you this giant bag, and then typically your box of fun is inside that bag. So you're always super excited to kind of like open the box and see what's in there. So that's kind of the first thing you do. The second thing of the night, and this was something different this year, is you got some tokens in order to get a mystery proto prize.
Mystery.
Yeah, so if you don't know what that is, basically, so Funko has so basically they produce prototypes before these pops actually go into production of basically what the figure is actually specifically going to look like. These are basically pre-production pieces. They're typically either white or they're very limited in color because they're the colored vinyl, and they're like basically the proofs of basically before it goes into actual production. And so we get our tokens, and part of Fundays is you exchange your token to the Tiki gods, and then they basically gave you a prototype back in return. So two things happened with this. One, I said we all got, so all the STS guys that went. So it was me, Larry, and shout out to Scott who went. So we all exchanged our tokens and got our mystery protos. I would show you my proto right now. However, I don't have it anymore. So what I actually ended up doing was fulfilling one of the iconic things that I've wanted in my collection forever. And so I met up with another collector who collects ad icon protos. And this proto honestly belonged in his collection. So Buzzbee right there. So I actually got the prototype to Buzz the Cheerios bee. So it's actually so if you want to check it out, I actually took a picture of it on my Instagram. So I actually ended up trading. Yeah, there's
that dude right there. Awesome little yellow and white bee. So so it had to be something good, right, in order to get rid of an ad icon proto.
Yeah.
So what did you trade this awesome little bee for?
So one of the things I traded for, like I said, was probably one of the things that I don't know. I've talked about on this podcast. I don't know, like 20 something times. I think everyone's getting sick of me actually even talking about it. But I said I finally got one of the things I've always wanted to add to my collection, and that is the Funko HQ Kevin Smith, and this one is specifically signed by Kevin Smith.
It's pretty cool, man. So, what's it limited to 500 pieces?
500 pieces
from the HQ grand opening from almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah. So they're getting like kind of harder and harder to come by. And like I said, it's one of those things where I really, really wanted to add this piece to my collection, and I'm finally happy to have this piece part of my collection. So it was definitely worth the trade in my book, just because I think that this piece that belonged to my collection due to me being such a huge Kevin Smith fan, and the piece I traded away belonged in that person's collection, just because they're such a huge ad icon prototype collector. So
yeah,
it worked out really good.
Very cool. So you got a pretty epic proto. I got this football guy. I was basically walking around calling him football guy. He's got crazy dreadlock hair. Turns out he's one of the Griffin brothers from the Seattle Seahawks. Funko did a 2-pack. He is one of the Griffin brothers. But it's pretty cool. White proto. The detail on his hair is insane. It's super cool. So I really like that. And at least like some of the football ones, or like some of the basketball ones, they're kind of just generic and you can't even tell who's who sometimes. So at least this one's got crazy hair. So it totally stands out. It's just not another guy. So really stoked to have this Griffin Brothers prototype.
Larry, I just thought of something right now on the stream.
You did?
I know someone who you could reach out to.
Oh, is it Nerdsmithing?
My friend over at Nerdsmithing.
Oh yeah, he likes the Seahawks, doesn't he?
He loves the Seahawks, and and he's also in the proto game now. So
he is, yeah.
So you might want to reach out to our friend over at Nerdsmithing.
That's a good idea. I think Tomorrow Comes Movies are fans of the Seahawks too. So
yeah, so
a lot of people are fans of the Seahawks.
Everyone's fans of the Seahawks. All right, so we got our box of fun. We got our proto. Yep. And that's where the night ends, right? You don't get any more free stuff throughout the night. Nothing else, right?
Yeah, that's enough, right? That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. So you got basically a prototype. You get the 3 pops. No, that's not where the night ends. They said the night continues on. I said, and automatically I said we're wowed right away by the theme of the night, which is basically the Tiki theme. And so you have Tiki Freddy coming out. You have the gatekeeper who's basically trying to teach Sir Marco Beckenworth, so basically played by Mark Becker, the founder of Funko, basically as they go on the quest for the Golden Freddy idol. And so we get surprised by an epic pop. But before we do that, so right after we get surprised, so we get this epic pop. What surprise am I talking about? None other than Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself, comes out to the stage.
It's pretty cool, man.
It's pretty cool.
Like last year, David Harbour from Stranger Things was there, and the year before, Kevin Smith was there. So it's starting to become a trend that there's like a celebrity guest every time. Like Kevin Smith, they did just a regular Kevin Smith pop that you could get, right? That was that original Fat Man, the first Kevin Smith pop. And then last year, 40 people won the gold hopper. This year, 80 people won a gold Luke Skywalker. So it's happened twice. It feels like it's a thing now.
I think it's going to continue to be a thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I said, so the CEO, Brian Mariotti, is nice enough. Like, he doesn't want to just give 80 people pops. He wants to give basically a pop to every person in that room. So I don't know the order of what these came in. So Larry,
I have no idea.
Correct me as I go.
No clue. I
think the very first one we got was Dino, I want to say. So this little tiki guy, Dino, this is actually a former Spastic Plastic. Like, this is like one of the old, like, original, like, Spastic Plastic characters, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
You are correct.
Yeah. So he's in his little Shriner outfit, little tiki guy with a cigar. It's pretty cool. Limited to 1,600 pieces. So really, really epic little pop there. So Luke Skywalker comes out. We get a pop. That's where the night ends, right? That would be incorrect. Because guess what? You have more pops coming. Another pop that comes by is let me back this up real quick. So throughout the night too, I said each the room is broken down into team sections. So if you've never been to Funko Fundays before, that's basically the room is broken down into 4 sections, and these 4 sections are different teams. And so we were team Maui Zowie.
Yeah, Maui Zowie. There's our badge, right? You get an awesome Fundays lanyard. and a cool little table 12 badge.
Yep. So really, really cool thing there. So we and so they break them up into teams, and so the teams basically have different contests throughout the night, and then each team can actually win a specific character. And so I'm going to pause there just because that plays an important key factor later. So the second team won a challenge. They get basically a special prize as well. Typically, it's like I said, it's a limited piece Funko, typically to like 400 pieces. But like I said, CEO Brian Mariotti, being amazing that he is, like, you know what? That's not the only team that's going to walk away with prize. Everyone gets a prize. Yells out those magical two words, prize patrol. And guess what? Then we get, I said, another pop. And this time we got Elwood. Basically, this Elvis-looking tiki guy, limited to 1,600 pieces. So this is actually a really cool pop.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one out of the tiki looking guys. I know Scott really liked the Dino one, like the Shriner cap guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite's the Elvis one. That was really cool.
No, it was very, very awesome that we got that. All right. That's not where the night ends, right? So another game is played. This time I think this time it's the hula. So basically each team is broken down into different sections. I said there's the representative from each team playing the hula. We didn't win this. Our section didn't win this challenge either. And so basically that section then wins another special pop limited to 400 pieces. So they're going around, basically every section has basically been winning, but our section. But that doesn't stop, again, CEO Brian Mariotti from awarding basically those two magic words, prize patrol. So prize patrol comes out again. And then this time we actually get a colored version of one of the Tiki guys, a colored Ringo, a purple Ringo, limited to 1,600 pieces. All right. So then all these contests have been played. Everyone's won, but our section. It's finally time for our section to step it up. And you know what? Step it up we did. So what we ended up doing is we ended up winning the last challenge.
The best challenge, because it was the Funko Funcast one.
Yes.
Right? Of the four of the 5 members of the Funko Funcast came out: Ashley, Cameron, Sully, and Hillary. And each section got a different Funcast representative. Our section, the red Maui Zowie, got Cameron.
Yep.
So Cameron held up a big surfboard that yelled "Scream!" And right, it was like a contest to see which section would be the loudest. Red Maui Zowie won. And our prize was what, Jeremy? So
we got a special limited edition green glow-in-the-dark Ringo, limited to 400 pieces. So like I said, this is awesome. The glow on this guy is actually pretty awesome.
Yep.
Actually super bright. And like I said, the boxes on these glow too.
It's pretty crazy.
So now we've been on this journey the entire night, right? So we got what, like, I think what 8 pops right there, or 9 pops so far that have been given out this night. Like I said, it's been an epic night before. Like I said, if it ended there, it'd be just fine. And then you know what? I said Sir Marco Beckenworth. So Mark Becker comes out to the stage, realizes that, you know what, we shouldn't be, going all crazy for all these Funkos. You know what? Because the actual true meaning of Funko is family, and Funko means family. And so rather than, one person getting this Golden Freddy idol, he gives it back to King Funkona. I can't believe I remembered the name.
Well done.
He gives it back to King Funkona, and then basically at that point in time, Funko means family splashes across the screen. And you know what? We have one final prize to remember the night, and that is the Golden Freddy idol. The glare on this is horrible. So the Golden Freddy idol, pretty awesome pop. Like, and this one is specific. I think the reason why this one's specifically awesome is because it's actually got the story of the night on the back of the pop, kind of written in gold foil. And
the whole box has gold foil everything.
Yeah, it's gold foil everything on the box.
So cool.
Like gold logos, gold everything. Like I said, it's hard to see right there. The little crown on Freaky Tiki Fundays, I just noticed that is actually gold too.
That's cool.
So super, super, super cool. So rather than, I said, one person getting a golden idol, I said the entire room was able to get the golden idol Freddy, limited to 1,600 pieces.
It's very cool. Like, yeah, when they first teased it, in like there was a YouTube video, like it almost sounded like only one person was gonna win it. Like a limited edition of one pop, that would have been crazy. But no, everybody got one, which is awesome, right? And like Jeremy said, the whole theme of the night was, like the stuff's cool, but like ultimately, like it's the experience of being together with like-minded people, with your friends, and with your Funko family.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second fun days in a row that me and Jeremy have gone to. Ian was with me for his third fun days. Scott was there for his first fun days. We met up with I really don't want to name everybody, but like at least Mike and Josh from Talking Pops were there. Rick from Pop Collectors Alliance. Like we all of our internet friends were there. Clint, Manny. There's so many people there. Great. It's our little Funko family. That is the best part about San Diego Comic-Con. And this year, there were so many people I got to hang out with and meet. It was probably the best Comic-Con ever. And Fun Days is right up there. Definitely the top 2 fun days of all time.
No, absolutely. It's it continues to be one of those just truly amazing experiences. Like I said, it's an experience like none other. And every time, like I said, it happened last year and it happened this year. I always come back to the next morning and don't have my voice.
Yeah,
because I've been screaming.
No, well, we stayed up to what, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Yeah, we went to sleep at a reasonable time. I'm pretty sure it was before 2 o'clock in the morning. But this guy thought it'd be smart to wake up at 5 and head over to the convention center and try to get a ticket to a signing. So I waited 3 hours for nothing and missed the ticket by I don't know, 10 people or less. So I was going on 3 hours sleep, but I cranked it out all day. I toughed it out. It was all right. But highly recommend sleeping in after Fun Days, because I was dead tired by the time I got back to the room around lunchtime. My voice was gone. I could barely walk. It's time for a break.
It was pretty bad. Yeah. So if you want to know basically what mystery signing Larry was at, or what all we did during San Diego Comic-Con, because like I said, we just talked about probably one of the most epic nights ever, but that's not all the stories from San Diego.
No, I think we could even go on more about Fun Days.
Yeah, we have more about Fun Days. We have even more about the convention itself. Like I said, it turned out to be literally probably one of the most amazing trips that I've ever had personally. I said going to San Diego, one, like I said, because I was there with all my friends, but then 2, like I said, we had some truly epic once in a lifetime experiences. And so it's this week's podcast is something you definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah, I agree. So Friday we'll post up the links ahead of time. So turn on your YouTube notifications. You're not going to want to, hit that little bell. You're not going to want to miss it. Because we've got stories. Scott's got stories. Nate's got stories. If you were there, jump in the chat and tell us your stories. It's going to be a great episode. Tops fan asks or says, I thought I saw a picture of a Golden Freddy pin. They were, I think Funko actually announced it on the blog too. I saw them randomly hand it to one person. So I'm pretty sure the only way you could get that is if a Funko employee saw you and handed it to you. So it's completely random. I'm not sure how many there were out there. I think I've heard 24, but a few more keep seeming to pop up. So whatever it is, it's super limited, super cool. The box is almost as big as a pop box. It was a big pin. But yeah, I think it's through Loungefly starting in 2020. Funko's going to make pop pins in a really cool box. They're really big. They look a little bit like fig pins, but pop style and even bigger than a fig pin, right? This thing was a lot thicker. It's literally almost the size of an actual pop too. So yeah, they were really cool. I can't wait to be able to start collecting those.
No, it's one of those things where I think it's going to be the next big thing, especially if they introduce the mysterious chase pin.
Yeah.
It's
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's one of those things.
It has to.
So Larry, before we jump off for the night, so where can people find us to make sure they can basically stay up to date with our content, and also make sure so they get those notifications when we record our podcast?
Yeah, good question. So you should head over to Instagram and follow us at STS Guys. We're on Twitter at STS Guys, and we're even on Facebook at the STS Guys. And I am Larry from the STS Guys.
Awesome. And in terms of Nate, shilling like a villain.
Exactly. It's not the same without Nate and
It's not
Scott.
the same without Nate and Scott.
If you like Pops, which I'm guessing if you've been listening to us this long, you do. If you head to shumistore.com, you can pick up yourself some protectors. They're the protectors that we trusted to bring our Pops home from Funko Fundays in our luggage, in our cars, across hundreds of miles. And you know what? Every single one came undamaged. So thank you, Shumi. If you want to get your own, go to shumistore.com. Shumi's also got all the new Pops. You can get those new Treehouse of Horror Pops. You can get the new My Hero Academia Pops. And if you go check out and enter code STS Guys, you're going to save 10%.
10. 10%.
So yeah, more Fun Days talk on Friday, guys. Thank you all for hanging out.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
bye.